Hey everyone, Rob here, and we got some updates and I guess breaking news from the Reykjavik Health Authority when it comes to pollution and the emissions coming out of the eruption here in Iceland and the fog and all of this particle matter that is headed over areas that are not confined to just the eruption area. Now, according to information from the Icelandic Meteorological Office and Environment Agency, a haze over the capital area of Reykjavik is mixed in with this foggy air. Now, the eruption contains emissions that has managed to transform into SO4, which is sulfate, and is therefore not detected by conventional measurements of sulfur dioxide. But measurements of fine particulate matter provide evidence that this pollution is present. Air quality monitoring stations in the capital area now show increased values of the finest particulate matter at the Icelandic Health Authority's monitoring station in Vesturbæjar. Now, volcanic smog, or some sort of air pollution that is created when this is happening, when the SO2 and other gases and particles react with oxygen and moisture with the help of sunlight, that all sort of creates this disaster effect. And it has a characteristic blue-gray color that is formed when sunlight is refracted on particles or this sort of misty spray. Now, this pollution can cause drowsiness. We'll just scroll down so you can see some of the recommendations, which we'll get to. But this pollution can cause drowsiness, headaches, eye, throat irritation, as well as flu symptoms. And those who are sensitive to respiratory system or children, they should avoid outdoor activities for a long period of time and limit exercise. And those are, of course, who are less sensitive may also experience various symptoms. So it's recommended also not to leave young children to sleep outside in their cribs or, carriages in these conditions. And letting kids sleep outside is very common in Iceland as well as other countries. Now, you can see here, general recommendations regarding this gas pollution are that, have your medicine available if you need it. Breathe as much as possible through your nose. Avoid going outside and exercising. Stay inside with the windows closed. Air conditioning off, which, to be honest, isn't a huge deal because not many people in Iceland have air conditioning in their homes. But definitely closing the doors. Dust masks do not provide any protection against this gas contamination. So they just wanted to make a note of that. Again, closing the windows, reducing access to the front door. And they're also saying to increase the temperature in the house. Now, that was kind of a strange one, but perhaps forcing this sort of heat circulation and then ventilate as soon as the air quality improves. We can see here from an image, I believe this was from Visir. In the distance here, you should be able to see all of the mountains that are outside of Reykjavik. And that's Asia and things like that. Because of this pollution, you can't see anything. It just looks like some flat wasteland of a city without any beautiful mountains, which definitely are there. So very peculiar to have this. You can see a video here from Ambient, and they have videos of this pollution going on, and you can see it's quite hazy, and it has been throughout the day, even though it was supposed to be a sunny day. So definitely, if you're in Reykjavik and watching this, sleep with the windows closed. I know it's been hot lately, for Iceland standards, but tomorrow should be a bit better, I believe. So we'll see how it goes. Speaking of the air quality, though, we can always check out this air quality measurement here, and I put a link in the last video. I'll do so again in this video, and you can see the various stations. You can see the color coding on the bottom right-hand side. We have green, obviously very good. It goes over to yellow for medium, and then bad, and then very bad. We can see here, if you're living in the Hafnarfjörður area, the air quality is not quite as good as it is over in Reykjavik and other parts. You can just basically see where the wind direction is going. It's kind of going up towards the capital area. Also, you can click on any of these. If we click here, you can see all of the particulate matter and the various chemicals that are in the atmosphere. And if you so want, you can zoom out and you can see there's a lot of green. Reykjavik has, a orange sort of bad weather air quality warning as well. But that's pretty much it. Keep your windows closed. Take a look at the Health Authority. Again, I'll put a link to the air quality, but this is for Friday, July 21st. So be sure to sleep with your windows closed if you're in Iceland. And of course, if you're heading over to the eruption, take a look at the air quality before you go, because the last thing you want is, as I run off all of these conditions of shortness of breath, headache, throat, eye irritation, flu symptoms, you don't want any of that if you're going to be making the 2 to 5 hour each way hike to the eruption. So keep it in mind, check the link, and be safe if you're going to the eruption. So that's it for now. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.